Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I wish that's the one thing you could take out of sports, because injury is something that you hate to see. But now is a chance for the next guy to step up. You know what the saying is, next man up. These teams have to do that.
Take on the role. That's exactly right. Next man up. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Reggie Bullock. Griffin is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Smith. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. Here's LeBron. Nice D from Griffin.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Dishes it to Drummond. Back to Griffin. Launches it. They get it again. Goes back up.
Hard not to bite on Drummond's pump fake. You have to get up quick to have any chance to contest his shot.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
And he knocks down the first one.
The 9th overall pick in 2012. Drummond qualifies as an absolute steal at that spot.
No good on the second free throw. Detroit on D. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The dish to Smith. A floater, and he sinks the layup. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Clock at 6 to the inside. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And here are the Cavaliers. The screen from Thompson. LeBron kicks to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Thompson. Yep, that one goes in there. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Picked by Griffin. Smith on the wing. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Now James. Outside Hill. Shoots. It's Drummond with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Griffin passes to Smith. Drummond a screen. Smith outside. He's looking for Drummond and finds him over Hill. And it's Drummond missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. LeBron outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win. LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
Bullock dishes to Griffin. Pass to Bullock. Picked by Griffin. Feeds it to Smith. To the middle. Ennis kicks to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bullock. Offensive rebound. trying to get back on track. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
Hill passes to Thompson. Smith on the wing. The three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good. That would have tied it. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Hill kicks to LeBron. It's back to Hill. Good, and the assist goes to James.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Smith outside. Pass to Bullock. Picked by Griffin. Bullock dishes to Drummond over Thompson. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Osman doesn't get it to drop for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of versatile, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in charge of all their personnel moves, too. This guy's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing 2 hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run this organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the 3 by Detroit. LeBron against Griffin. Shoots over Griffin. That misses off the backboard. Pistons trail by 3. Oh, Griffin in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And we all know Blake Griffin, Steve, is a scoring forward, but he has a very well-rounded game. Besides being an excellent ball handler, he is also one of the best passing bigs in the NBA.
I agree. He's done a nice job of improving in that area, being able to pass out of the post, pass off the dribble, has a great sense of timing, and could put a pass exactly where he wants.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Clarkson. LeBron with it. The screen from Thompson. James, the pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are one of the top offensive teams in this league. They make threes, they get dunks and layups. They make them all at a high level.
Now here's Griffin. There's the pick. He kicks it to Bullock. Drummond a screen. Here's Smith. And James pulls it down. You think about the Cavaliers scoring from long range and inside, Steve, they're pretty good from mid-range too.
You know, they have two elite shot creators able to hit the dribble pull-up when all else fails, get them the ball, and pretty much get out of the way.
Detroit with the ball. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Here's Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Smith on the wing. Down low. Outside for Griffin. Beyond the arc. Another three for Detroit.
I see you, young fella. Nice answer there.
Trading bombs from beyond the arc is getting personal.
Hill kicks to Clarkson. There's the screen. It's back to Hill. The screen from Thompson. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Clarkson dishes to Thompson. Now here's LeBron, guarded closer. Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Smith outside, kicks to Drummond. Can't cash in from close range.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Thompson passes to LeBron. Pick up by Hill. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Griffin attacking. Here's Drummond. And he banks in the layup. Drummond's got 7.
I'll tell you, there's no quit in him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. For several years, you've looked at Andre Drummond, and the first word that comes to mind is potential. He is still learning, still developing, certainly, but you know, you wonder, Steve, if he's starting to approach the type of player he's going to be in plateau.
You know, let's be clear. He's a great player, but people might have overshot what he could have been. Needs to play with a bit more urgency, but he's still young, and he can make another leap in his play.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Cleveland. And then for Detroit, Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Ennis. Langston Galloway comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Dwight Bikes in for Smith. Here's Bikes. Fires from 14, and there's another one for the Pistons.
They gotta feed Griffin the basketball. He has it going so far down in the low block.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. Back to Clarkson. The screen from Thompson. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Great D that time from Griffin. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
When you think of low post scorers, you got to put Griffin down there. Yes, he likes to face up, but with his back to the basket, he's pretty good as well, drawing fouls.
For Detroit, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
A free throw drops for Griffin. And it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. But guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates. I mean, they're doing so much that is totally different. I wish I would have been a guy that spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from the games of basketball. And I think that's why I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just ice my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their homes.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Blake Griffin.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
They set the screen. Galloway dishes to Bikes. Drummond the screen. 5 to shoot. Jumper off the screen. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 8.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Johnson the screen. The pass to Drummond. Over Nance. And that one's good. Drummond. He's got 9. 1:15 left in the first. LeBron outside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Mike's kicks to Drummond. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Pick up by Hill, outside Hood. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like Rodney Hood. He plays with great patience. He goes through his progressions off the pick and roll. Once he gets past his initial defender, he keeps them walled off behind him and forces the help D to make a decision.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hood. And Hood standing 6'8". Even the defender's breathing down his neck. He can get his shot off without Steve too much concern.
You know, the reason why is he's a triple threat. Pass, shoot, drive. He's shown the ability to read the defense and make the right decision.
And the Pistons making a change here. Moreland's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Here's Galloway. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
And here's Smith. There's the screen. Now, here's Clarkson from the baseline. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became serious about it. And I watched his work ethic, and I watched how he, put the time in, the things he did, and that's kind of where I developed mine.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
Smith is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Nance. Then there's Kyle Korver. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Free throw good. Clarkson in with all the young, talented players in the NBA. So much upside for the league, for the individuals, for the team. Smitty, which players do you think have just scratched the surface of their potential?
I think a guy you look at is Kristaps Porzingis. I think Joel Embiid. I look at Jabari Parker, another guy. I think Julius Randle with the Lakers is a guy who's just scratching that surface. Those guys have a chance to be great.
And last season, the final season for the Pistons, Smitty, playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills. As much as you love the new arena, it's always sad to say goodbye to an old friend. What was it like playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills, Steve, when you were in the game?
I loved it because I'm from Detroit, the hometown, and those guys had that place rocking. It was state of the art when they first built it. But if you look right now, is because I'm a Detroit native, they're playing inside of Detroit. The pass is a pass, but it was a great pass.
Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson inside, working on Nance. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Deadly from beyond the arc. JR cannot be left alone.
Bikes the pass to Tolliver. He dishes it to Bikes. Johnson the screen. Tolliver kicks to Bikes. Here's Galloway. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Galloway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Nance outside. Screen by Smith. Nance dishes to Clarkson. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
It's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now here's Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Here's Bikes. He's covered by Clarkson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Osman now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Galloway. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Moreland, and he lays it straight in. Moreland's got his second bucket. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by the Pistons. Tolliver's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Galloway. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Passes it to Korver. Dishes it to Smith. The feed to Clarkson. Nance a screen. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Tolliver's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Galloway, and good. as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Back to Clarkson. There's the pick. Off the screen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And a different look here for the Pistons. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Tolliver. James Ennis comes in for Stanley Johnson. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And it's Ish Smith in for Dwight Bikes. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire, or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, you know what, Smitty, it's time. I said, golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game. But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Timeout called, Cleveland.
You know, last season was a strong one for Ish Smith. He filled in as a starter, and he came off the bench. More of a scoring point guard, but he did a nice job of setting the table for everybody.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now Clarkson, 13 points in the game. There's the dish to Smith. Pass to James. Feeds to Korver. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And with Ish Smith, he filled in for Reggie Jackson a lot as a starter last season, and he was terrific. He showed that he can be effective in whatever role you need him. Stan Van Gundy had high praise for him.
Yeah, and what I like about him is that he'll give you production if you play in 5 minutes or 30 minutes. Never loses focus or disappears in a game.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Pistons trailed by 3. They set the pick. Pass to Moreland. Nance with the rebound.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Clarkson kicks to Nance. Griffin against LeBron. Shoots over Griffin. And James gets it to go. James has got 8.
At a time when everyone's obsessed with threes and dunks, LeBron's showing off a strong in-between game.
Outside Griffin. Now here's Ennis. Guarded by Korver. Tries again. The shot by Moreland, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
Here's Bullock. Larry Nance making his last shot. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's a screen. Griffin a screen on James. Bullock kicks to Moreland. Inside. Here's Griffin. Second chance shot. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, a bit of a disappointing season for the Pistons last year. I thought they were ready to turn a corner with this group. End up missing the playoffs for the 7th time in 8 years.
Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. Second free throw, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Korver passes to James. He kicks to Clarkson. Over Smith. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Clarkson's got 7 points for the quarter. And for the Pistons, they know they needed to get better and make changes for this season. They did what they could do in that regard.
Kevin, you just wonder if this team is at a crossroads. They need to decide if they should miss the playoffs again. Is it time to rebuild? I look at this Piston team, the one thing they have to do is develop their young guys.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
He's incredibly difficult to guard, Blake Griffin. He's 6'10", 250-something pounds. He has size, but he also has quickness like a guard.
That's good from Blake Griffin. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is, Greg, when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
Good checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jordan Clarkson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pistons trail by 9. Smith kicks to Ennis. Drummond a screen. Ennis dishes to Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. Nice job coming off that screen. 13 points for Blake Griffin.
Nice play by Griffin. He is starting to catch fire.
LeBron outside. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now here's Ennis. Down low. Griffin inside. James covering. Drummond a screen. Here's Bullock. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Cleveland leading by 8. LeBron kicks to Hill. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Bullock. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Griffin. Kicks it to Bullock. Back to Griffin. There's the pick. And the pass to Bullock. Here's Smith. Here's Drummond. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Korver. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Smith against Hill. To the middle. Tips it up.
He's learning how to score in more ways. Andre now able to sustain offense rather than it being so sporadic.
Hill passes to Thompson. He dishes it to Hood. Hill kicks to Corver. It's back to Hill. Left side, Hood. To the paint. Here's Thompson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Dishes to Bullock. Back to Smith. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Off target with his three. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Hill inside. He's against Smith. Passes it to Hood. It's back to Hill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And the Pistons making a change here. Bikes is checked in. .127 left to play here in the second quarter. Drummond a screen. Here's Griffin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Griffin's got 15 points.
A guy like Blake Griffin, it's hard to just contest because he's usually going to rise above you.
Hill dishes to Thompson. Pick up by Hill. Thompson passes to LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And Steve, so many star players get credit for their offensive game. LeBron James is just as much a factor on the other end of the floor at the defensive end.
Yeah, on that end, he's incredibly versatile. He can guard 1 through 5. He said that his chase down block of Iguodala in the 2016 finals was the defining play of his career. Obviously, he takes tremendous pride in his defensive game.
He misses the free throw.
As good as LeBron is at drawing fouls, still only a career 75% free throw shooter. Boy, what if he could raise that average?
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Griffin. Stanley Johnson comes in for James Ennis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So many things you could single out about the game of LeBron James, but Steve, his finishing is absolutely amazing.
I totally agree. A guy that can go both ways with both hands, not just a dunker. He has great touch around the rim, the ability to play through contact. He has collected more and ones over his career than any of his contemporaries.
Count that one. Tolliver's got his first bucket in this one.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
James kicks to Thompson. They set the pick. He feeds it to Corver. The kick out to LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
And that's a gimme for Rodney Hood.
Mikes kicks to Tolliver. Here's Galloway. The 3. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Duran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The first
Show.
half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. Checking out Cleveland. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart.
moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives him. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. We have a close ball game on our hands as Cleveland leading by 6. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Smith is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward.
One of the best finishers this league has ever seen. LeBron with another inside.
Smith dishes to Drummond. Screen by Smith. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Smith outside. James left side. Five on the clock. It's stolen by Ennis. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Smith outside. Thompson against Drummond. Now the feed to Bullock. Ennis with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. And that's now 18 points for Blake Griffin. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And here is Hill. He has 6, but they'll get another chance. Thompson outside. Hill sets the screen for Thompson. Another shot. The drive by James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 14 points for LeBron.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Smith kicks to Drummond. Over Thompson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Right wing, Osman. The shot comes out, and the Pistons now going the other way. Bullock kicks to Smith. Pass to Ennis. Now the dish to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. No good from outside. Cavaliers leading. Outside Hill. On the wing, James. And they double him up with LeBron. Smith for 3. Sinks the triple. Smith's got 8.
And this is where JR can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention, Steve, to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
Now here is Smith. Feeds it to Drummond. Screen by Smith. Drummond passes to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Again, Griffin missing.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Outside Hill. Off target with his 3.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Smith. That one rolling around and rims out. Pistons trail by 10. Smith right side. Pass to Ennis. Outside for Griffin. 5 to shoot. The Pistons rebound. Ennis, good. 5 points in the game.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Thompson, a screen on Smith to the paint and stolen by Drummond. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity from 15 feet away. Drained for 2 points. Ennis has got 7.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Thompson, a screen on Smith. Osman. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Drummond, a screen. Kicks it to Griffin. Now here's Ennis. D right on him. The pass to Drummond. 6 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Thompson. Now Hill. 6 points for him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And George Hill with an uptick in scoring in recent years. Smitty, do you like that mindset?
You know I do, Kevin, especially for him. He's not a pure point guard as far as vision, but he's an efficient scorer. Putting up points is the best way for him to impact the game offensively.
The first one falls.
George Hill, you know he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
And he can't hit the second. And the Cleveland Cavaliers unable to defend their 2016 title, Steve, but hungry to return to the NBA Finals once again.
You know, the pressure, Kevin, to capitalize on their window. LeBron James turning 33 this season. An aging supporting cast. It won't get any easier.
And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And the Pistons making a change here. Moreland's checked in. Here's Smith. He's got 8. Screen by Smith. It's back to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. It gets rebounded by Ennis. Ennis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. In the corner, Smith with it. Out to the right wing. Griffin. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's LeBron. A beautiful reverse layup. James has got 16. Pistons trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the Pistons last season, a very strong team on the defensive end. The top 10 in the league, in large part due to their closeouts and rebounding.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hood's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Ennis. And it's Dwight Bikes in for Ish Smith. In the corner, Smith with it. Another 3 for Cleveland. And the rebounding of the Pistons, something that is very hard to deal with. The franchise has always put defensive effort at the forefront of what they want to do.
Yeah, when you think of all the successful teams in Detroit history, they all play not just defense, tough defense. This group has work to do, but they are on their way. I wouldn't be surprised if this group can be at the top of the NBA in the charts as far as defense.
Got a piece of it. They get it back, and the basket by Hill. Pistons trail by 17. Mikes kicks to Griffin. Down low. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Here's James. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Leaving the defense shell-shocked at this point. LeBron having one of his nights.
Mikes dishes to Johnson. Doesn't go that time. James with some nice D. He kicks it to Smith. Griffin with the steal. To the inside. And he banks in the layup.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Hood. Inside. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 8.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Here's Bikes. Johnson the screen. Bikes kicks to Griffin. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Clarkson, he's checked in for Hill. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Reggie Bullock. Here's Clarkson. 17-point lead, their biggest. LeBron outside. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Tolliver kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Griffin. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
To the paint. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mikes kicks to Johnson. In the corner, it's Galloway. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
On the wing, James. Cleveland moving it around. Clarkson kicks to Smith. Clarkson with the screen for Smith. Shot clock at 5. Thompson a screen on Griffin. A floater. A second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Corver in for J.R. Smith. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Galloway. Johnson the screen. Here's Griffin. And another 3 for Detroit.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Cleveland leading by 17. Nance a screen. Here's the screen. Outside Corver. James right side. Outside Hood. 3 on the clock. Rebound by the Pistons.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Griffin passes to Galloway. He feeds it to Bikes. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Johnson against LeBron. Over James. Fresh 24 for the Pistons. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Nice job of using angles by Blake Griffin. Understand where the basketball was coming off the rim. Went, got it, and put it back.
Nance a screen. There's a screen. And it's Korver in the corner. The feed to LeBron. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Andre Drummond comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Ennis in for Langston Galloway.
One shot, line the lanes.
Free throw good, LeBron. Pistons trail by 18. Here's Bikes. Pass to Tolliver. There's the dish to Ennis. Feeds it to Drummond. Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good. And so it's Cleveland with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
Just relax and play the game. Relax and play the game. Relax and play the game.
In case they forgot that, of course, from very invigorating words from Stan Van Gundy, repeating what he'd like to see more of them right now.
Yeah, and I think Coach feels they're getting too caught up in things that don't matter. Resetting their mindsets here. Let's see if it helps.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Kyle Korver. Hood out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Nance. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
We may not see a bigger screen set this year. Drummond, a $20 cab ride to get around.
There's a screen. Hood kicks to Korver. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Bikes dishes to Griffin. Drummond a screen. Just 5 on the clock. The turnaround Jay, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Smith checked in for Dwight Bikes. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Korver with it. Pass to Clarkson. Nance sets a screen for Clarkson. From the line. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
Smith outside. Kicks to Ennis. Here's Griffin to the inside. Smith. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The change of pace element that Smith brings, he's a tricky cover, which can lead to these kinds of fouls.
And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve, there's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions. Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
You know, the way he plays the game, he's always in attack. This is the one area I think he definitely has to improve on in his career. Ish Smith is knocking down free throws.
Good on the second free throw.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Woo! Love it, love it.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Nance against Drummond. And there's the pass to Johnson. To the inside. And Griffin scores. The assist by Johnson. 25 points for Blake Griffin.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Korver against Johnson. Dishes it to Clarkson. Over Smith. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Ennis. That one, no good. Great D that time from Hood. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Passes it to Clarkson. Over to the wing. And there's the feed to Hood. Nance a screen. Hood drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Hood is great at getting into the paint, using that high release point of his to get his shot off.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bullock's checked in to the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Smith outside. Screen by Smith. And here's Clarkson. Beyond the arc. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bullock. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
That's how you play the game. Draw 2 defenders, kick it out to the wide open man for a bucket.
LeBron kicks to Nance. Clarkson against Smith. Nance a screen. Clarkson passes to James. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Griffin's got space, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Blake is okay with the catch-and-shoot jump shot, looking comfortable.
Now here's James. He kicks to Nance. That one falls. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Griffin sets the screen for Smith. He dishes it to Griffin. He feeds it to Ennis. Bullock kicks to Drummond. Over Nance. And it's Drummond missing. Cleveland leading by 19 points. James outside. Pass to Clarkson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got 21.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Smith kicks to Bullock. Picked by Griffin. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Screen by Smith. Clarkson kicks to Smith. James a screen on Griffin. Smith dishes to James. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Griffin sets the screen for Smith. And Drummond kicks to Ennis. Out to the right wing, and stolen by Hood. Here we go, one-on-one. Nance down low, defended by Drummond. And a wide open look for Hood. Gets to the corner and buries it. Hood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Fires top of the key. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 23. For 3, Smith. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The dish now to Smith. Back to Griffin. There's the triple. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Screen by Smith. LeBron kicks to Clarkson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting their mid-range jumper as well.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Start it.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And Cleveland making a change here. Now Smith. The screen from Thompson. Feeds it to Hill. Here's the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ennis passes to Drummond. Over Thompson. Second chance shot. In deep, Drummond drops it in.
In attack mode inside, the best of Drummond comes out when he's being decisive.
James against Griffin. Griffin with the steal. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from James. Pass to Hill. Kicks to LeBron. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, good box out. Keeps him shielded off and then draws the over-the-back call.
Over eager to make a play. Got out of control. That's an unnecessary foul.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Smith dishes to Drummond. Now the pass to Griffin. Drummond. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Hill. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. On the wing, Hill. The tray. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 20. Out to the right wing. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. Bullock passes to Drummond. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Smith kicks to Drummond. 6 to shoot. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Drummond's got 21.
He couldn't have played it better. There was just enough room to get the shot off.
Smith kicks to James. They set the screen. And here's Hill for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for LeBron.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Drummond a screen. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Moreland's checked in. Tolliver comes in for James Ennis. Langston Galloway's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Dwight Bikes in for Ish Smith. There's a good screen. Bikes kicks to Tolliver. Shot clock at 6. And it's Johnson penetrating. No good there off the double clutch.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith for 3. Good on the triple.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
On the wing, Johnson. Again, the miss by Johnson. LeBron outside. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.